A lot of basketball action going on this weekend, and it is time for the basketball portion of our program. Hoop Scoop. Larry Cotlar is here as we try to keep tabs on what's going on collegiately.
Well, I'm normally not here this time of year. This is the second time in 10 years I'm home for Thanksgiving.
How about that?
I can't remember the other time. I think one time because Drake played a tournament in Cancun or somewhere, and we played the week before, Bahamas or something like that.
There was Bahamas, yeah.
Yeah, and then we were back the next week. So we were back for Thanksgiving week. This week, we played early this week. We played in Estero, Florida, which is right outside of Fort Myers, and we competed in the Gulf Coast Showcase. It was fun down there.
That's good.
Well, welcome home.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. But everybody else is competing in tournaments too. Well, that's not true because Northern Iowa's not. But let's talk a little bit about Iowa State.
Okay.
Iowa State is taking on Virginia Tech later today. They're in the Emerald Coast Classic. Now check out the name of this town. Niceville, Florida.
Niceville?
Niceville, Florida.
That means no one there is nice.
They're not nice, or they are nice?
No, it's kind of like Iceland and Greenland, so I'm sure everyone there's.
I wonder what the nickname for Niceville High School would be. The Niceys?
The Niceys.
I don't know.
The Icemen and Icewomen.
There you go. So anyway, so they're playing Virginia Tech, and then we'll find out, obviously after this game, who they're going to play next. Right. And then they've got a game coming up with North Dakota State, but that's next week. We'll deal with that later. The Iowa Hawkeyes, meanwhile, took on Dayton last night. They're in Orlando at the Advocare Invitational, which is another nice place to be, Orlando.
Yeah,
not bad to be there in November. Not bad. Maybe they made a trip to Disney.
Yeah, you never know. Go see the mouse.
Yeah, exactly. Mouse. And they've got another game today. So they're going to compete there again today. They are busy. And that's quite a tournament they're in. Because Notre Dame's in there, Alabama's in there, Xavier's in there, USC and Wichita State
big names
are all in there. So some really good teams. And then we talk about Northern Iowa because the Panthers are going to be at North Dakota. That's coming up on Saturday as they travel. So they've got a couple of games. They played Dubuque the other day, and now they're going to North Dakota.
That's an early game, 2 o'clock game, too.
It's a 2 o'clock game. I'm not sure if North Dakota has a name to their mascot. I know last year when Drake played them, they were still working on it because they changed from Fighting Sioux.
Okay.
So they didn't have a nickname. So I don't know what
North Dakotans.
North Dakotans, yeah.
Yeah, the North Dakorians? We like that. Dakotans, okay. And then, of course, the Drake Bulldogs are in action. Yes, and Drake's back in action,
Who are they playing?
Taking on Illinois, Chicago.
Circle Campus, yeah.
The Flames, yeah. That'll be fun because we play a lot of Chicago teams. Played DePaul earlier, and of course you have Loyola in conference. But now taking on the Flames of Illinois, Chicago. And hopefully fans will come out and cheer for the Bulldogs. That's also an afternoon game. That's a 2 o'clock game. So you can party on Saturday night if you want to. And then Grandview's taking on Mankato State. And I can't tell you a whole lot about Mankato State. I know nothing about them. But Grandview will beat them, right?
No question about it.
Of course.
All right. Now, what about the ladies?
Ladies are very, very busy. Iowa and Iowa State, they are playing in tournaments. In fact, Iowa State and you and I are playing in the same tournament. They're playing in the Cancun Challenge.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, and I was telling you earlier about that. Yeah, it's a great place. It's all on this one, basically in this hotel resort. They play the games up in a ballroom. Because I know Drake went there a few years ago. They play the games up in a ballroom. They installed baskets, and I remember Dolph Pulliam, my partner at that time. I remember they walked by and somebody set it up where they put a margarita right on the table.
Nice.
While we were doing the game, and I said, "No, Dolph, you can't drink that, because NCAA rule, you can't be drinking alcohol." And he wouldn't anyway. But that's the kind of tournament this is. It's a lot of fun. It's a classic, and Iowa State's participating in this, and Northern Iowa is participating in this. In fact. They're both going to be in action today and tomorrow.
That's good. How about if Fenley figured out how to get down to the warmer weather this time of year? This guy, that's
good
more
job out of him.
Yeah.
Good job out of him.
Smart man.
Exactly. And then you've got the Iowa women are competing in Austin, Texas at the Lone Star Showcase. And there are teams there like George Washington and also Houston. So it's a lot of Texas thing, but you throw George Washington. They're not, of course, from Texas. You're from Texas.
No, I'm just visiting the family there soon.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so.
I like things that are big and blingy, so I like going to Texas.
Well, they've got plenty of that.
Yes,
That's what they say about Texas all the time. Things are bigger in Texas. And the Drake women taking on Tulsa in the Lady Rebel Roundup. And then George Mason's also in that tournament. So, and I never, the Bulldog women are very good this year. They lost Becca Jonas, but they've got Lizzie Wendell coming back. They've got players like Caitlin Engel, and Courtney Rush. And they've got Paige Griner, and fabulous. See, last 2 years they've had great freshmen. So now some of those great freshmen become juniors, and some of them become sophomores. And there are more great freshmen this year.
Right.
So they should comport themselves well. So they should do that. So a lot of busy action. It's crazy.
So there you have it. Now that's the scoop, hoop-wise.
That is the scoop.
Wonderful. Good job, Cobb.
Thanks.
Thank you.